Welcome to Neo Nexus. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. The United Kingdom, a major electric vehicle market, has effectively banned the Tesla Cybertruck from its public roads. This move shocked Tesla fans and left thousands of British customers who placed deposits frustrated and uncertain. The Cybertruck, once a symbol of futuristic design, now faces the harsh reality of regulation. For Elon Musk, this is more than a setback. It's a direct challenge to his philosophy of innovation over conformity, the U.K. quote. S decision is not a minor hurdle, but a fundamental rejection of the Cybertruck's core design. As we explore the reasons behind this ban, we'll see how disruptive technology can clash with established rules and public safety priorities. At the very heart of the United Kingdom's ban on certain vehicles lies a crucial piece of paperwork, the Certificate of Conformity, or COC. This isn't just a formality, it's an official document that certifies a vehicle has passed all the necessary technical, safety, and environmental checks required by law. Without this certificate, a car is essentially invisible to the legal system, unable to be registered or driven on public roads. The COC acts as a gatekeeper, ensuring that only vehicles meeting strict standards are allowed onto UK and European Union roads. If a vehicle doesn't have this certificate, it's not just a matter of paperwork, it's a hard stop. The car cannot be legally driven, sold, or even insured for use on UK or EU roads. This rule applies to every vehicle, regardless of how innovative or unique it might be. The Tesla Cybertruck, in its current form, simply cannot obtain this certificate. This became glaringly obvious when police in Manchester seized a Cybertruck that was being driven on public roads. The incident made headlines, serving as a stark warning to anyone thinking of skirting the rules. Tesla hasn't even attempted to apply for a certificate of conformity for the Cybertruck in Europe. The likely reason? The company knows the truck's radical, angular design and unique construction would almost certainly lead to rejection. Its stainless steel exoskeleton, sharp edges, and lack of certain safety features make it a non-starter under current regulations. It's important to note that these regulations aren't new, nor are they aimed specifically at Tesla. Every automaker, from the biggest global brands to niche manufacturers, must comply with the same rigorous standards before their vehicles can hit the road. The Cybertruck's rigid exoskeleton, while innovative, poses significant safety concerns. Unlike traditional vehicles that are designed to absorb impact, the Cybertruck's structure could increase risks for both passengers and pedestrians. This puts it in direct conflict with European safety and crash standards, which prioritize not just the occupants, but everyone on the road. Some owners have tried to find loopholes, such as registering the Cybertruck in other countries and then bringing it into the UK. However, authorities have been quick to close these gaps, strictly enforcing the law and seizing non-compliant vehicles wherever they find them. The message from regulators is unmistakable. Without a certificate of conformity, there is simply no way onto public roads. No exceptions, no workarounds, just a regulatory brick wall that even the most futuristic vehicles can't break through. The Cybertruck's massive size, nearly 19 feet long and over 7 feet wide, makes it impractical for Britain's narrow, historic roads. Weighing almost 6,900 pounds, it's heavier than most cars and even many vans, raising concerns about road wear and bridge safety. In a collision, its weight poses a serious risk to occupants of smaller vehicles. Vehicles over 3,500 kilograms in the UK are often classified as commercial, requiring special licenses and facing extra restrictions. The Cybertruck, designed for American highways, simply doesn't fit the UK's compact infrastructure. Regulators aren't being difficult. They're making a practical assessment. The truck's scale is a fundamental mismatch for British roads. The Cybertruck's ultra-hard stainless steel exoskeleton, while durable, lacks crumple zones that absorb impact energy. This rigid shell is a major safety concern for pedestrians and cyclists, as it transfers more force in a collision. UK and EU laws require vehicles to minimize harm to vulnerable road users, prioritizing rounded edges and deformable surfaces. The Cybertruck's sharp, angular lines violate these rules, concentrating impact forces and increasing injury risk. Regulators see the truck as a battering ram, not a safe urban vehicle. The design philosophy, protecting occupants at all costs, clashes with Europe's holistic approach to road safety. In this context, the Cybertruck is fundamentally unbalanced. Its striking look comes at the expense of communal safety standards. The Cybertruck's top model accelerates from 0 to 60 in just 2.6 seconds, supercar speed in a nearly 7,000-pound truck. Regulators worry about the dangers of such rapid acceleration in a heavy vehicle, especially in inexperienced hands. High-speed collisions would be catastrophic, and stopping distances are significant. The truck's full-width light bar, a signature design element, violates multiple UK lighting regulations regarding headlamp separation and brightness. Fixing these issues isn't a simple update. It would require a major redesign of the front end. Both performance and lighting are core to the Cybertruck's identity, making compliance difficult. Each non-compliant feature adds to the regulatory wall. Without major changes, the truck remains illegal on UK roads. The Cybertruck's troubles aren't just regulatory. Its launch has been plagued by recalls and reliability issues. A major recall involved a faulty accelerator pedal that could stick, causing unintended acceleration. Other recalls targeted slow camera displays and faulty inverters, raising questions about quality control. These problems have not gone unnoticed by European regulators, who demand higher standards. The pattern of recalls undermines confidence in the truck's safety and durability. For UK authorities, the ban looks less like red tape and more like a necessary precaution. The Cybertruck's promise of rugged reliability has yet to be proven. The Cybertruck's legality in the US, but not the UK, highlights a deep divide in automotive safety philosophy. This difference isn't just about paperwork or bureaucracy. It's rooted in fundamentally different approaches to how vehicles are designed, tested, and allowed on public roads. The story of the Cybertruck is a perfect lens through which to examine these contrasting regulatory worlds. In the US, manufacturers self-certify vehicles, meaning they declare their cars meet federal safety standards without needing prior government approval. Regulators typically step in only after issues are reported or accidents occur, relying on recalls and investigations to address problems. This system places significant trust in automakers and allows for a faster, more flexible path to market. This approach encourages innovation and rapid market entry for bold designs, letting companies like Tesla push boundaries with unconventional vehicles. It's a system that rewards risk-taking and creativity, sometimes at the expense of caution. By contrast, the UK and EU require pre-market approval, demanding that every new model pass rigorous safety and compliance tests before it can be sold. This process involves detailed inspections, crash tests, and documentation, all before a single car reaches a customer. Their approach is preventative, prioritizing public safety and conformity to strict rules. Regulators aim to catch potential hazards before they ever reach the road, minimizing risks for drivers, passengers, and pedestrians alike. European regulations focus heavily on pedestrian safety, mandating rounded edges, deformable structures, and energy-absorbing materials. These features are designed to reduce injuries in the event of a collision with a person, reflecting a broader commitment to protecting vulnerable road users. The Cybertruck's rigid exoskeleton and sharp angular design are seen as red flags in Europe, where such features could increase the risk of injury. In the US, however, these same characteristics are celebrated for their futuristic look and perceived toughness. Adapting the truck for the UK would require a fundamental redesign, not just minor tweaks. Engineers would need to rethink the entire structure, materials, and even the shape of the vehicle to meet European standards. Ultimately, the Cybertruck's boldness has made it a casualty of this regulatory gap, illustrating how the same vehicle can be a symbol of progress in one country and a non-starter in another. The divide between US and UK standards is more than technical. It's a reflection of different values and priorities in automotive safety. The recent UK ban on the Tesla Cybertruck has put the company at a crossroads, forcing Tesla to make a difficult decision about its future in the British and broader European markets. With this ban, Tesla essentially faces three main options, each with its own set of challenges and consequences. The first is to abandon the UK market entirely, walking away from a region that has shown strong interest in electric vehicles, but now presents a regulatory roadblock for the Cybertruck. The second option is to embark on a comprehensive redesign of the Cybertruck to meet European safety and design standards. This would require Tesla's engineers and designers to rethink the truck's most distinctive features, from its sharp, angular body to its lighting systems and even its overall size. The third path is to attempt to influence policy by lobbying for regulatory changes, hoping to convince lawmakers to make exceptions or adapt rules for innovative vehicles like the Cybertruck. Redesigning the Cybertruck would mean softening its famously hard edges. integrating advanced crumple zones for pedestrian and passenger safety, and reworking the lighting to comply with strict European standards. Tesla might also need to shrink the truck's dimensions to fit within European size limits, a move that would require retooling factories and re-engineering core components, a process that could take years and cost millions if not more. On the other hand, lobbying for regulatory change is a long shot. Europe's commitment to road safety and its cautious approach to new vehicle designs make it unlikely that lawmakers will relax standards just for one model, no matter how innovative. Given these realities, the most practical path for Tesla may be to accept the ban and focus on markets where the Cybertruck is already legal and welcomed, such as the United States and parts of the world with less restrictive regulations. The absence of the Cybertruck from British and European roads highlights a fundamental clash between Tesla's radical, futuristic design philosophy and the continent's strict regulatory environment. Its imposing size, heavy weight, rigid stainless steel body, sharp geometric angles and unconventional lighting all combine to make it incompatible with UK and European safety standards. Unless Tesla is willing to undertake a major costly redesign specifically for Europe, a move that could dilute the Cybertruck's unique identity, the Cybertruck will remain a uniquely American phenomenon, celebrated for its boldness but confined to markets that embrace its unconventional approach. For now, the Atlantic Ocean marks the boundary for Tesla's most daring vehicle, leaving European fans to wonder if the Cybertruck will ever make the leap across.